Hey there guys, my name's Georgia. Welcome back to my channel, The Lazy Student. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I wish I had known before university. So if you're interested, please just keep on watching. So the first thing that I want to say is that university is so different from school. Now that's pretty led by your guardians, your parents and the school, but when you're at university it's pretty much up to you. So you have to go to your own lectures, you have to do your own homework in your own time. It's generally not called homework either at university. Academically is a step up. I went from a Scottish higher right into university. I never did my A-levels or advanced hires or anything like that. So it was a bit more of a step up, I would say. But my friends who took their advanced hires or equivalent have said it was a tiny bit less of a step up because they are a little more self-led. I think the first year is a lot to do with finding yourself, finding out how you work at university, finding out how to do well. It's definitely a step up, but what I would say is in first year, don't worry so much about the academic step up. The information is still palatable. What's going to be important for you is kind of finding how to deal with that workload, retuning on how to write essays, etc. So I would say that that is the one thing I wasn't really expecting. I knew it would be different, but I didn't know how. And academically, like I said, the information kind of remains the same. It's just more information, more essays, and more expected of you. So make sure that you're prepared for that jump. The second thing I wish I'd known is that making friends isn't as scary as you think. So as I was going into university, I basically knew no one and I was going in the first day and thinking, oh my goodness, how do I make friends? I haven't had to really make friends since the start of school because you keep your friends all the way through. Actually, it was the same feeling. I swapped schools when I was in about 4th year and it was the exact same way that I felt like, oh my goodness, I can't make friends. I don't know what's going to happen. But honestly, university is great for making friends. You will find friends you might keep throughout your whole life, but you at least will find people that you really resonate with and have a lot of fun with. I'll link a whole video here or here about making friends at university, but the biggest tip I can give you is that while you're moving into halls, make sure that you leave your door propped open, because that means when people are passing you, they can say hi and you can start some conversations. Honestly, friends will find you and you will find other people. There may be a time that you think, I don't want to do this anymore at university, I want to quit. That's okay, but don't quit, not yet. I know, and everyone else who's ever been to university knows, that they also know someone who has quit university within their 1st or 2nd week. Please don't do this. Now, I'm not telling you if you are not enjoying university that you should stick it out for 4 years. That's really tough. It can be mentally draining. If you really don't like university, which isn't going to happen, you're going to love it. But if you do get there and you decide that you might maybe feel like you're not fitting in, you really don't know about your subjects, it's all a bit much, please stick it out till Christmas. That is all I'm saying, is that you need to stick it out till then, because that gives you at least a couple of months to see whether it's your initial first nerves or whether it's going to be a problem and just something you can't deal with for the next 4 years. Make sure that you've given yourself enough time to acclimatize. University is so different than school and it is really overwhelming. I mean, I'll share something personal with you. I remember getting to university, shooing my family away and saying, no, it's fine. I'm here now. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And I genuinely was. And then I sat on my bed and I cried because I didn't know anyone and it was really overwhelming. But it's okay and I got through that. And you will too. But if you don't, and it's Christmas and you're still not feeling like you fit in or that university is something for you, please don't beat yourself up about that. That's okay. University isn't for everyone, but I really want you to give it a try. The 4th thing that I want to share with you is to educate yourself. University is not just about lectures and learning. University is all about life. Make sure that you learn how to cook at least 5 meals. I really don't recommend doing what I did, which is living off of Domino's pizza and cooking pasta and sprinkling cheese on it. Definitely learn how to cook for yourself. I definitely recommend that you get a slow cooker because you can shove your food in, leave it for the day, come back and it's ready for you. But definitely make sure that you can cook at least 3 to 5 meals. It's also really nice as you progress to university and have friends over, move out, have a flat and everything. It's lovely to be able to cook for yourselves because you will honestly get so bored of pasta and toast, and it's really not good to live off pot noodles. So yeah, make sure that you know at least 5 nice meals. Also, you really want to learn how to budget and how to manage your money. Now this may sound boring. It's not, because I have a really cool video on it. It may sound boring, but trust me, it's not. You really want to look after your own money at university. I know so many people that got their first student loan and blew it all on ridiculous things and literally lived off of toast for the next few months. You really don't want to do that. You want to maybe even come out of university, I know, with some savings. It is possible. It didn't happen for me, and it doesn't happen for everybody, but at least make sure you know how to budget yourself. Please check out that video on budgeting, and I will also link a blog post below. I really want you to be smart with your money, and there is no excuse for not budgeting at university. You are becoming an adult, and that is something that is super, super important and doesn't need to be boring. Another important thing is learning how to be organized yourself. I kind of touched on this before, talking about living independently, but honestly, learning how to be organized at university is going to make sure you're acing your academics while also being able to live a life. Again, I have a video on this, and it's so important to stay organized so that you are getting the very best out of yourself and out of your university course. This last point kind of feeds into the taking care of yourself, but I really wish I'd known just how much of a toll university can take on you. So this tip is all about making sure that you're looking after your mental health at university and your general well-being. You need to start creating your own routine. I know so much has been going on in the world right now that is just truly awful, and it makes it really difficult, and sometimes we just consume all of the news and everything going on, and we really don't take time for ourselves. But when you're living at university, generally living alone or just with a few people, you really need to look after yourself, and that's something that you're going to need to learn. You need to be going to the gym, you need to be doing some form of exercise, eating healthy, not ordering in too much. Living independently is in fact something that I absolutely love. You get to make your own rules, you get to make your own house rules, you get to say what you want, do what you want, have the friends that you want, which is great, but also it can come with some challenges. Now, living independently also means that you are accountable for yourself. Now, this means that you get to make your own decisions on things like alcohol and taking things you maybe shouldn't, and making sure that you are being sensible if you go home with someone, or making sure that you're sensible in general when you're socializing. And not everybody at university will be looking out for your best needs. Sometimes even your friends don't look out for your best needs. You need to be that person for yourself and for others, especially in cases like nights out and when things may be happening that they shouldn't. Now, I'm not going to ever sit here and tell you not to do things, not to drink alcohol, not to go home with someone. What I am advising you to do though, and this is all part of growing up, is finding out your own limits, finding out how to be safe, how to be safe in a club, how to be safe in general, not walking home alone at night, making sure your friends get back safely. Now, these are all things I'm sure you know, but you will be given a lot of different experiences at university and a lot of opportunities, good and bad. And you need to be strong enough as a person to know your own morals and what you stand for and what you're prepared to do and what you're not prepared to do. And this is definitely something that I really wanted to mention. So make sure you are having loads and loads of fun at university, but also keeping yourself safe. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of this video and which tip was the most helpful to you. I can't wait to see you in the next video. I hope you have a really good week. Bye!